Wish that I could fly way up in the sky like a bird so high. Why is my camera not working? Oh, it is working. There we go. Hello, wonderful people in YouTube land. Oh, what am I going to do today? I don't know. I am going to wait because I haven't seen anyone come onto the stream yet because I wasn't planning to do a stream today. I am doing a stream, but I wasn't planning on it. What am I going to talk about today? So I'm going to let people join, and if you fancy talking, I'm here. We're going to just talk. If you're watching today, send me a comment, put it in the chat box. We'll talk. We'll chat about life in general. We could talk about music. Could talk about what's going on in life. That's one thing we can talk about. We can talk about Alip Ba Ta if you like. I will talk about the topic title line, so I've had enough of it all. I will do in a sec. I'll get to that. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. So it's a Sunday morning here in the UK. I've got some ADK stuff to do this afternoon, so we're doing Metal to the Masses, which is a kind of battle of the bands type thing we're doing this evening. Hey Mark, how you doing? One last breath. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. No more breath. That's. Hope you're well, Mark. Yeah, no, just okay. I'm gonna get to this one last. I've had enough of it all in a minute, but yeah, one last breath. Bit of cost emotion there, reference for you. Yeah, so I've got Metal to the Masses to do this evening. We've got 4 bands filming, so we've got Sentient, Silver Hex, Burdensome, and Denali. It should be fun. So that's this evening. We've got to do some filming, and then I've got to edit that over the next few days. I've got interviews with Heliostios. I think that's the band's name. I've got that on Wednesday. I've got reaction videos with the ADK channel on Thursday. We've got live performances on Friday with Elysian Divide, and Nomadic Rain and Vendetta on Friday, and then we've got Metal to the Masses again next Sunday. So we've got quite a busy week of stuff going on. But yeah, no, the last struggling a little bit with this whole YouTube world because obviously the had a real kind of 2 years ago had a real kind of climb on the channel. Videos were going out. What was frustrating was at the beginning it was with the rock and metal reactions, the channel growth was great, even though it wasn't like lots of subscribers. The views were pretty strong. They were growing exponentially, so it was getting good views on the videos. Then we did the Alip Ba Ta videos, and those ones really blew up, and the subscribers blew up. And then last year, beginning of last year, obviously we crossed over the 100,000 subscriber point, which was great. And then the last year and a half, it's just really kind of petered out. The views have dropped off. So for whatever reason, the channel kind of died on its ass. ADK then launched. So the ADK channel launched last year, and is slowly creeping along. There's a lot of work involved in the ADK channel, a lot more than what I do with Dave Does. There's a lot to do in ADK, from the editing point of view, from the chasing up bands, promoting it, pushing it onto the Facebook pages, on the different groups, interacting on social media, stuff like that. So there's a lot more there to do because obviously we're trying to focus on some of the bands, and it's great to know that we spoke to JS Claydon from Pitch Shifter, Liv Christine, Theatre of Tragedy, John Connor from Dog Eat Dog, and of course also lots of the local bands as well, which was great. So we've done those. And we're going to continue doing those. We've got plenty more interviews coming up scheduled. In fact, I think I've got one going live today. Brett Carruthers from the band A Primitive Evolution, also from the Birthday Massacre. He's the bass player for them. So he's on the ADK channel this afternoon. We did the interview a couple of days ago. So that's all kind of positive, but it's one of those ones where getting up in the morning and trying to do these videos and trying to be positive when your viewership's dropped and you can't work out why. So I go through that mindset of do I change the style? Do I go down the route of the overexcited reactors? And we've talked about this on the ADK channel about, do we placate our responses to the audience, or do we completely be honest in our and integral? And we've maintained that we will be honest and integral. So if we generally don't like something, we're going to say we don't like it. Um, we did that with the Love Bites stuff. We weren't a big fan of the Love Bites, and it hasn't changed. There's some songs that we do like from the album, but we generally don't like. But we do like the band Fake Gear, Nima Filler. So there are some of the Japanese bands. I know Andy and Kirk are not fans of Baby Metal or Bandmade. That's fine. I am, so I'm going to continue watching those. But yeah, really struggling with from a viewpoint of what to do with Dave Does. So I have split the Dave Does channel down. I took all of the collaboration videos off. So all the collaboration videos with Dimas Sanapati, Alip Ba Ta, Felix Owan, all of those have been removed from the Dave Does channel, and and I'm slowly re-uploading those onto a brand new channel which is purely for collaborations. What that now means is that all the views that I was getting on those, no, I'm no longer getting on the Dave Does channel, which is a bit of a killer. But I also don't have, people haven't moved over onto the other channel, which means I've got to try and build the subscriber base up. I mean, I've got 14 subscribers over on that channel at the moment, so it's gonna take time. I need to rebuild that whole thing up, but it also means that any future collaborations I do will all be on that channel. There'll be nothing new from that side of it coming out on Dave Does. Dave Does channel is going to revert back to its original format, which was reactions. And that is purely what this is going to be done. I'll probably be moving all the covers onto a fourth channel then. So, and all I've got to try and do is, my thought process around this is that if every channel is focused on a specific niche, whether it's focused on reactions or if it's focused on collaborations or if it's focused on covers, that then at least it's getting referred to the right people. Because if you're a fan of the channel because of I don't know, the Bohemian Rhapsody cover or collaboration I did with Alip Ba Ta, and then I do a video of In Flames reaction, you're not really going to be a fan of the In Flames reaction, which means it gets referred to you, but you don't watch it. And then that pushes the algorithm of the channel down, because they're like, well, you're putting a video out and no one's interested because it's not the sort of thing that you joined the channel for. So the channel was too diverse. So by trying to focus the channel into a very clear objective, which is reactions, and then doing another one which is very clear collaborations, and another one that's purely covers, the plan is for that to hopefully make a lot more sense. We're also going to try and, there's the telescribe stuff that's going on, so that means we've got videos to plan, we've got recording of the album to do, photography shots to do. I've also got work to do with Scarlet Envy for new music video for them. Got that to plan in. Potentially, I need to chase up this other band Before the Sirens, because they've talked to me about doing another new music video for them. And then obviously all the filming for all the ADK episodes for the next 3 months. So give or take, we've got Metal to the Masses for the next 3 months. So that's a lot going on, which is why there are times when I kind of get in from work at the moment. I'm just kind of like, I just can't be bothered. I've had enough. I can't do this anymore. It's, you can kind of get that energy of to do stuff when everything's in a positive growth, but at the moment the channels are not in positive growth. They're in regression, if you like, and that makes it really tough to kind of get your motivation kind of going. But hasn't helped that this month's also been the month where we've had really bad weather here in the UK. We've had got hit with huge bills. So because I have my van for my work, my car as well for personal use, and then last year we had 2 insurance claims. One was an accident with the van, and the other one was a historic theft of the van, unfortunately. which neither of which I could do much about, but they were both claims on the vehicle and on the insurance. And then I got caught doing 34 miles in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. So I got a speeding ticket and some points on my license. So when my insurance came through, and you can hold your breath here, we had the van and the car insurance for a year. It was 3,200, I think was the original cost. That was the best renewal cost for me for a year. 3,200 quid for my insurance. And then, for a shock out the factory yesterday, I got another bit. They then contacted me and said, actually, because we forgot to take into consideration your speeding uh, fine or your speeding, your 3 points on your license, we need another 1,700 quid off you. So they wanted me 5 grand for my insurance for my van and my car, which almost made me burst into tears. So I luckily, after about 4 hours of had to cancel that, I haven't got the money back from the insurers for that one. But after sorting all that out, I've then managed to get it down to, I have managed to finally sort out the van and the car insurance for 2,700, which is not too bad. No, for anyone that knows insurance, my brother-in-law, his car insurance is like 300 quid or 280 quid. There's me with like 3 grand's worth of insurance. So yeah, that was a thing to pay out after having bad weather. And as a landscape gardener, I don't unfortunately work a lot during the cold bumps. And at the moment with the rain and the snow, it means I've not been able to do much work in either. So it's just a lot going on. Mark, why didn't I do the speed awareness course? Unfortunately, it was the second time I got caught in a year. So I got caught. What was I doing? I did 40, 44 in a no 45 in a 40 zone or something like that. When I was so in May last year, I was in the Peak District, and I was going through a town called Burton, and I went for a speed camera. I wasn't aware it was a speed camera route. We were trying to. I was following the sat nav, and I went round a corner and I wasn't paying. I didn't realise until we got back from our week away and I had the police notice. I did the speed awareness course for that. Weirdly, I did the speed awareness course a week before I got caught with my other one, and we were actually trying to get to my nephew's wedding. Down some country lanes, and it wasn't a speed camera in the sense of a yellow speed camera. It was a speed gun mobile unit, and I was literally, it was a back road area, and I just went over. So I'm very careful with my speed generally, but unfortunately, I think there was probably a lot of people got caught there because there was I was just following the rest of the flow of traffic. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, tough year. This has been a hell of a year. So what do you get? A 23 and a 20. Yeah, they are awful. And the worst thing about the speeding in the 20 zone is the fact that you're normally in like third gear, and your car just what doesn't like being in third gear and doing 20 miles an hour. And the problem is you shift down to second gear and you go to 20 miles an hour, and it's your engine's telling you to shift up because it just, that 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, your vehicle just doesn't like idling at that sort of speed. So yeah, I know the 20-mile-an-hour zone. I've got a couple of them around my area where, especially I go into London a lot. So a lot of the places I go into London, all 20-mile-an-hour zones, and it's horrible. You can only do what you can do and just hope that you get through it. But yeah, the insurance is absolutely killed me at the moment. So had a lot of money coming out, which hasn't helped. Had to have the car service, which cost me some. I had a service on the car because that needed to be done, and then when I was having it serviced, one of the tires needed changing. So at the exact same time, it was like there's another 300 and something odd quid I had to have done. All at the same time of having no money coming in. So in the last sort of week, I've just had to outlay 6.5. Oh, I had all my business insurance. That's also all hit this week. So that kills you. There are some positives. So I am trying to sort out a collaboration with Dimas. So hopefully, I did message him about it the other day. So I have sent him the tracks. So hopefully going to have Dimas doing a collaboration with me, not just one of these like mashup ones that we do, but and hopefully Jess, whether she's on this call, I don't know, but hopefully Jess will be doing some of the piano parts for me. Haven't got the other guys involved yet, but you never know. I might be able to get one of the other guys. I did approach Ellis about doing bass for it, but I don't remember ever hearing back from him. Need to chase Ellis on that one. So what's my plans for the rest of the day? Well, funnily enough, I have actually done some videos this morning. I was planning to do like 6 or 7 reactions for the Dave Does channel. I did 3, but I realised I got to the end of the third one and I just wasn't feeling particularly motivated. It's probably the best way of doing it. I mean, I've got the filming today over at Club 85 in Hitchin, so I've got to head over there for about 3 o'clock to sort out the back studio room, get all that done, and then speak to all the bands, and then get the pre-shots all done, and etc etc etc. So I need to get all the filming bits and done today. Hopefully the weather holds out enough for me to do that. And then by the time we get in tonight, about like 11 o'clock, probably by the time we get in, get everything uploaded onto the shared drive, and then back to work tomorrow. I've got tool breakdowns as well. My mower's causing me problems. I've got to try and sort that out. That's a problem, but I'll get to that. But yeah, that's why I've kind of had enough of it all at the moment. I'm just kind of trying to get through the day and find some positives in life. I think maybe once we get some decent weather, I think that's what we need. We need some nice warm weather, catch up with friends. Mark, we'll have to catch up soon. In London, I'm sure, with the rest of the lads, with obviously James and Nick, etc. And yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to kind of catch us all up again. Shame I don't drink, isn't it? It's always fun when you drink, but we did catch up though in when did we catch up? December, early December, something like that. Anyway, that was a little bit of a tangent there for me and Mark. But if you like this video, please do obviously subscribe. Please head over onto the other channel. So make sure you check out the you've got ADK, worth checking that one out for lots of stuff coming up on there, especially if you're into Japanese bands because we've been covering quite a few of those recently. The Indonesian collaboration channel, go check that one out because that's lots going on over there, especially all the old videos are going to be uploaded. So if you've missed any of the old collaborations, go check them out. And the new collaborations will be on there as well. So thank you very much, guys. I will see you soon.